What's up, YouTube? Bad news today, bad news. I'm going to show you why you should not have a Tazer in your Mopar. Alright, so here's why. Show you some data first. This is probably my 4th time on the dyno experiencing this problem, all Tazer related. Just to prove this car has a Tazer, there it is right there. I already unmarried it, so I just need to reboot. So you have to unmarry and reboot your Tazer, and then that completely eliminates a Tazer. Now, here's why you shouldn't do it. For whatever reason, whatever the Tazer does, it pulls, I don't know if it messes. So whatever it does, it pulls, it messes with the CAN bus, I don't know, some electrical stuff behind the scenes that we don't see, and it doesn't allow the throttle body to get all the voltage it needs to open up all the way. So I've done 4 or 5 passes and I haven't been able to pinpoint why the throttle body wasn't opening all the way. I would just get 45%. So let me show you right here. So there's my 45% throttle, only 2.27 throttle volts, and this is at full throttle. This was the pull we just did on the dyno. You can see it here. So you can see we're commanding and it's running really rich. So there's no, now back-to-back pulls, this happens over and over and over. Now, if you have a V8, that throttle percent only goes up to 67%, I think. That's the kicker. So if you have a Tazer and you've got an ability to log full throttle, if you log it, you should be at, I think, 81 or 83% is considered full throttle. That's when your throttle body has 3.8 volts to open all the way. So I'm going to unmarry. I already did unmarry. I'm going to reboot. We're going to unplug it. I'm going to do another pull. No tune changes. We're going to compare the throttle percent and the throttle volts. And then we're also going to compare dyno numbers. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so here is the proof that I just unmarried it. Okay, so let me go through so there we go. All right, so now we're rebooting. We're gonna let it do its thing. It's gonna come back on. We gotta go through 2 key ignition cycles, and then that'll basically fix it. We are going to lose sport mode, but I already talked to the driver about losing sport mode on this V6 with the Vortec that we have on the dyno right now. Unfortunately, it's just something, you want to make more power, you got to lose sport mode. Okay, so now I got it on full reboot. I don't know what it did last time, but it only did a 30-second reboot. Maybe that was like a restart, I don't know. But now we're doing a full reboot, so we'll wait for it. In the meantime, I'll get my camera set up, I'll look at some more data, and then we'll go from there. All right, and then here's the proof that it's gone. So when you come into the car, right, it should say 300. Earlier it said SRT, which I know better. I know that should have triggered me to suspect that, but now we're back to normal. So we're gonna do back-to-back pulls and see what happens. All right, so we just finished that back-to-back pull. I actually had to do 2 pulls because I forgot to log the first one. So you can see, so right before we removed the Tazer, we were at 329 and 276. I removed the Tazer, no tune changes whatsoever, and we bumped up to 356, 305. So almost a 40 HP gain just on back-to-back pulls with the throttle body opening all the way. So we're going to slowly climb back up. I know the motor's heat soaked, but at least you know. And then as soon as we're done riding the tune here, I'll show it to you. I'll show you why the voltages matter. Okay, so here's that pull. Right after removing the Tazer, you can see that throttle percent down there is 86.3. and throttle volts up there is 4.31. So proof's in the pudding. You should not be running a Tazer.